Hi, how you doing? My name is Edward Ashley with Coldwell Banker Real Estate. And this is more well, it's for everybody actually. If you have a house to sell, if you're looking for a house, something you need to understand in this market, it's going to be easy to sell owner financing, even if you have an underlying mortgage. And with that, and if we get a buyer who's going to move into the house and owner occupy the house, you can actually make money on your underlying mortgage. Example, if you have a 3% mortgage, you can get 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13% on that same mortgage. So let's say you sell the house, let's just use round numbers. Let's say you've only been in there 5 years, you bought it FHA with a 3% loan, which means you don't have any equity per se. You might have $15,000 spread. But let's say it's a $400,000 house. It's going to cost you $40,000 to sell it. Yet you owe $475,000, so you got $15,000 to come out of pocket. Well, if you sold it to a buyer who's going to move in, not only would they pay the closing costs, because that's one thing you can ask for. They'll give you the $15,000 in the spread from the $475,000 for the $400,000, and then they'll pay the closing costs, and they'll move in and pay you. And I recommend 8 or 9%. If you ask for 13%, then they're going to want to pay it off fast. Now, if you want them to pay it off quick because you don't really believe in it, you don't trust it, but this might be your only option, then charge 13%. It'll take longer to find somebody who'll pay that, but somebody who'll pay that is going to go as fast as possible to get a bank loan to pay that off. It might take 2 or 3 years, but you'd be collecting those payments. Some of you who are thinking in terms of, you own a huge house, this takes forever to sell, it's expired twice, and as you're a business person already, you understand you probably use other people's money to make money. Well, this is no different than that. You're just using your underlying mortgage, the bank's money. You're selling your house, your whatever your price is, and then whatever you need to go with, then they're going to pay you 8, 9%, and if you leave that on there, and they can pay you for the rest of the term. If you have 15 years left on your loan and you amortize them for 30, then for 15 years, the whole payment is yours. The first 15, you're just getting the difference. If you have a 3% and you're getting 5%, well, if your mortgage is up there, let's just use $500,000. 5% on $500,000 is $25,000 a year, a little over $2,000 a month. Just saying. That's just interest. That doesn't include anything. That's just interest. So, and of course, if your mortgage is higher, it's more. It's less. If it's low, it's less. If you're buying a house and you're a buyer and you have the 20% to put down and you can pay the closing costs and you can't get a bank loan, but you're working on that, there are people who will sell you their house, provided you, of course, you are actually who you say you are. We will vet you. We're going to have you have a mortgage guy you're going to talk to, and he'll say, we can get you a mortgage in 6 months, a year, 2 years, whatever that is. And then we proceed from there, where you can buy the house. And the best part about buying the house is that it accelerates your ability to get a mortgage. Because once they see, they have their own parameters, and they won't give you a mortgage for this price, but you get into that. And we're not going to let you hurt yourself, but you get into that mortgage, and you pay it. You've been paying it for a year. You prove you can pay the mortgage. Now it's just a matter of refinancing. You're refinancing the old mortgage. You're getting a new mortgage to replace the old mortgage, paying it out, and lowering your interest rates. And that's something that works out well. And if you're the typical business owner who doesn't pay taxes legally, it's your best way to get a house. Of course, once you get in there, you got to pay taxes for a couple of years to get a bank loan. Now, with some of our sellers, if they happen to they want to be the bank forever, they're going to give you a decent loan rate, and maybe you don't want to pay it off. But anyway, that's my tidbit for today. Have a good day. Like I say, I'm with Coldwell Banker, and you can see, some of our things behind me, and this is what we believe in. So you have a fantastic day, a fantastic weekend, and yeah, you can give me a call. And here's my card. Coldwell Banker, 509-389-8585 is my cell number. 509-467-7400 is the office number. You have a good day, and we'll see you later. Bye.